Protože nás platí, protože
Neproská.
platí více jak nás. Vláda. Což jsme my zároveň, protože vláda zase bere
Nevím.
peníze z nás.
No, dostávají podpory, příspěvky a různě tak, jakoby. Nevím, já každý Ukrajinec, kterýho znám, vole, se kterým se bavím, tak pičo se má 100krát líp jak já, vole, a já jsem se tady narodila, pičo.
Prostě dostávají bonusy.
To je takzvaný život, no.
Jo, trochu jo. Trochu se to omezovalo, ale já nevím, ono se to omezilo třeba ani ne o to,
Nevím, kámo, na to nemám, vole, já bych asi musela si prostředit hlavu, vole. Nazdar.
Furt mají hodně.
GG. Já jako prostě, jak to říct, v Česku se máme špatně, jo?
Jo, máme se skoro nejhůř tady
Jakoby,
v Evropě.
víš co, lidi, co mají dobrý plat a prostě toto, tak ty to neřeší a neříkají to, protože víš co, ale když jsi jako v té skupině, tak já jako, kdybych byl v Německu, nebo každý byl v Německu, tak by se měl hodněkrát líp prostě, tam je ten plat a prostě
No, tam jsou na tom 3krát líp.
Tu debatu bych nezačal, byl tady týpek, co řekl, že no, kolik to říkal, z 11 nebo 17 tisícama vyžiješ na měsíc. To bylo nejvíc funny, ty vole. No ale víš co, on prostě měl barák za 8 tisíc, jakoby, je platil. Ale on prostě, jak se řekne to, když vlížíš na ostatní lidi, jak se tomu říká? Když vlížíš na ostatní lidi a nekoukáš jako na svůj ten příklad. To má to slovo, on to říkal, pičo, jak se to řekne. Nespomenu si, ale prostě my jsme tam řešili, že lidi by měli jako všestranně jako myslet a prostě mít názory jako všestranně, jo? A pak on, že no, ale mně se žije dobře, ale pak jako říkají, že se dá s tím vyžít, no. Tak jsme se tam půl hodiny, tyjo, ještě s Normíkem hádali, tyjo, to bylo skvělý. Jo, kámo, ty obchody, to je extrém, jako, já jsem koukal teďka jeden TikTok. No já nevím, já se tam nevyznám, ale jediný, co mě nejvíc cere, jo, tak jsou bydlení a baráky. Mě vadí jenom to, protože cena se šponuje kvůli tomu, že to lidi, co prostě nevím, kde vzali ty prachy, že mají miliony, tak oni co udělají, vykoupí celý blok a pak to pronajímají. Za velké částky. A tím pádem prostě ty baráky jako budou vždycky nedostupný a budou drahý. Kvůli tomu, že lidi to skoupí jak se tomu říká, mám úplně výpadky teďka. Na to, aby měsíčně dostávali peníze a nemuseli nic dělat. A hlavně to skupují kámo cizinci, což mě sere ještě víc. Třeba například, tyhle, co mě nasral, byl Tary, když on jako má český občanství, je to nějakou dobu, ale ty pičo. No. Ne, tak prostě na rodinu barák, víš co, a jako mít prioritu na tohleto, ne, že týpek si to zaplatí celý skurvený blok, vole, a má celou ulici koupenou, víš co, no, takový. Ale i tak, no. Mně se mi líbí ty projekty, jak tady prostě máš nějaký město, tam budou nový stavby prostě. A jedno kákáčko prostě za 5 milionů a já, že ty pičo, no. Dobrý. A říkám, já jakože, nevím, mám jakože do vlády nepůjdu, můžu si stěžovat jako klasický Čech, ale já jsem tomhle otevřený, víš co, já ne, jako bych pičoval na každou pičovinu, jak lidi na Seznamu. Jenom mě mrzí to bydlení, no, že prostě jsou rodiny, které nemají prostě prachy na bydlení, chápeš? To je všechno.
Mhm.
Asi tady Ukrajinci jsou ty cigáni taky, mám piči. Já Česko nemám rád obecně jako.
To je názor, to je správný.
No tak hlavně já jsem z Prahy, víš co, takže tady je to takový, že ale jako když bych byl na vesnici, tak bych se měl jako prase v žitě, prostě byl by klídek, pohodička. Tak no, jenom v tom velkom městě, tak naštěstí nejsem v Praze, jako někdo uprostřed. To nevím, jakoby někdy to berou, jo, prostě ví, že to prostě jako, že to bude levnější asi, maybe, možná. Nevím, hodně jakoby těch bodek mi skočilo taky, říkám pro TikTok, jo, ale já tam nemám jako hovna, tam docela zajímavé věci často, co mě překvapuje, ale tam vždycky ukazují své jako verze, co se jim stalo, prostě když dělají práci, tak tam prostě i to buď beru zkušený, anebo prostě někoho jiného. IDK. No ale lidi, co jako už to něco dělali podobného, víš co, a ne lidi, co to mají vystudovaný, jako chápeš, tak jsem to myslel. To je pak jako těžší. Ale pokud jo, teď jo, ale říkám, pokud jako, jakoby jsou pak lidi, co to napíšou do toho, jak se tomu říká, na té stránce, kde dáš práci, prostě tak tam máš jako věci, úplně všechno na tebe sedí, dáš tam to a pak, že no, máme tady někoho lepšího, někoho se zkušenostmi a takhle, chápeš, jakože. Když už jako tam je to napsaný, no. Tak ty si řekneš, kurva. Ale pokud hledáš, tak najdeš. Pípa. To já jsem teďka našel dobrou jakoby pozici, ale problém je, že to je přes celou Prahu, kámo, to se mi fakt nechce. To. Pozici, jak tomu, tam bylo to odborně napsaný, teďka jsem vzpomenu. Ale prostě stavíš počítače, takové zkrátce to řeknu. Ale být hodinu v metru se mi fakt nechce, jo. Já říkám, mám piči, to jsi měl tady, když byla ta. Já jsem se takový ten, že Ukrajinci, fuj, jakoby. Teď se mi tady řvou před barákem a si říkám, ty pičo, už mi to sere, ale tak. Ale teďka už tady byl klid, naštěstí. Pokud tě to neomezuje, máš piči vždycky. Jo, vždycky se pobavím, jdu na Seznam, ty vole, to je debatky zajímavý.
Nikoho. Protože.
Jak se ty ptáš, furt tady taky susy, ty vole. Jako kdybys nějaký research pro nějaký tajný agent.
Nějaký holub tady, ty vole.
Bez tak to nahrává úplně, že ta vládě, že ty zmrdí, kámo, prostě mají takový.
Gestapo 2, ty vole.
Já asi.
Nevím, mně připadá, že tenhle národ už v píči docela dost bez ohledu na toho, koho zvolíme. Třeba. Jako jde to změnit? Jako nějak jo, ale určitě ne úplně k nejlepšímu. K lepšímu? Asi jo. K nejlepšímu určitě ne.
Ne, já bych vyházel celý ten parlament a dal tam mladý lidi, kámo, komplet, jako komplet. Ale otázka, komu se chce, tyjo, jestli vůbec mladí lidi vůbec chtějí do takovýchhle věcí. To
Málo.
Až to pochcípá. To bude, no.
Prdele. Kurva. Kurva.
Paloma streamer is now following.
No nic, chlapci, já půjdu.
Oh. A lot of you probably missed this during the live stream, but they quite literally announced a free character, and at this point, we can easily guess that this free character is going to be Archer. I mean, gacha games giving a free character during a collab is very common, so this news isn't really surprising. Have to say though, I'm really happy that I'm going to get Archer for free because I really love his story in the Fate series, and I'm very confident that they will cook really hard with his design. Moving on to Saber, she is going to be a limited 5-star character just like all the other 5 stars, and as of right now, all the info that we have on her is that she is going to be a wind-type unit who follows the path of destruction. Dude, I legit think I went from not being excited about the collab at all to being really hyped about it just because I started watching the Fate series, and I really like both Saber and Archer quite a lot. Next up, taking a look at Finon, he is supposedly going to be a physical type unit who follows the path of destruction, and he will obviously play the role of a main DPS on your team. I actually tried finding pretty much any kind of info on his kit, but as of the current moment, I don't think we have any crumbs from the reliable sources at all, so I do apologize for that. Talking about his design, we know that he will have a black and a white wing appear on his back whenever he uses his ultimate. We know that he will have a black and a white wing appear on his back whenever he uses his ultimate, and other than that, most of his abilities will scale based on single target buffs. Basically, this means that Finon will scale really well with teammates who have great single target buffs like Sunday and Sparkle. Keep in mind though that the source for this info isn't considered that reliable, but if his kit does end up like that, I think it's actually a pretty good concept at the end of the day. At this point, I'm pretty excited to get Finon, even though his banner is like months away for now, but that just means that I have more and more time to save for him. Anyways, as for the reruns for this patch, I'm not going to lie, I genuinely have no idea who they will decide to rerun. If the kit info about Finon does turn out to be true though, then I can easily see them rerunning Sunday in this patch, because he is pretty much the best single target buffer that we have right now. Dude, I would actually be so happy if Finon synergizes perfectly with Sunday, because that means that I can play 2 of my favorite characters in the same team, and that would actually
A jsou to naše oblíbené páteční fuck-upy, což je naše sbírka malérů, neštěstí, nepříjemností, přešlapů a vůbec takových ošklivých věcí z minulého týdne. Takže pojďme na to. Fuck-up číslo 1. Marine Le Penové hrozí, že půjde na 2 roky za Katr a 5 let bude mít zákaz kandidovat do veřejných funkcí. Takže nemůže kandidovat do prezidentských voleb v roce 2027. Kdyby byly volby dneska, tak je tahle šéfka krajně pravicové Národní fronty podle všech průzkumů vyhraje už v prvním kole. Jenže soud rozhodl, že místo do prezidentského křesla si Le Penová nejspíš půjde sednout do basy. A to všechno jenom proto, že zpronevěřila peníze, které dostala od Evropské unie. Celkem šlo o nějakých 73 milionů korun. Chuděra. Odteď vyhlašuju závod, kdo ji první přirovná k Miladě Horákové. Můj tajný tip je samozřejmě Kateřina Konečná. Samozřejmě ještě není o ničem rozhodnuto, protože tenhle verdikt není definitivní. Natahuje teď odvolací soud, ale dezolátská internacionála už ví, že je to celé účelovka a justiční vražda politického oponenta. Hlavně teda ten 5letý zákaz kandidovat ve volbách. A je jim úplně jedno, že ve Francii stejně jako v některých dalších zemích jde o součást tamního práva. Nejde tedy o nějaký výmysl soudců, ale o celkem běžně používané opatření. Le Penová navíc není ani zdaleka první významnou političkou, kterou soudy takto potrestaly. O možnost kandidovat tak kvůli jednomu ze svých četných skandálů na čas přišel třeba někdejší italský premiér Silvio Berlusconi. Přímo ve Francii tento zákaz postihl například někdejšího konzervativního premiéra Alana Juppého. Ten dostal dokonce 9letý zákaz kandidovat. Odvolací soud tento trest zmírnil na 1 rok. To se může přehodit Le Penové. Ještě tedy není jisté, že je ze souboje v roce 2027 skutečně vyřazena. Ale koho by zajímaly takový detaily? Viktor Orbán už má jasno. Marin je nevinná. Nebo ti možná chtěl říct, že on, Viktor, taky krade peníze z rozpočtu EU. Ale to by bylo zbytečné, protože to všichni víme. Takže tím chtěl říct, že Marin je oběť bruselské diktatury, což už potvrdila i paní Kovářová v diskuzi na Facebooku. No tak ne asi. Liptardi Brusel oficiálně vyhlásili totalitu a začal zavírat oponenturu. Le Pen je třetí politička v krátké době. Nyní bychom se měli všichni postavit na odpor. Připojme se i my k milionům a bojujme proti fialovým bruselákům, kteří zavádějí totalitu. Je suis Marine, fight for freedom. A navíc paní Kovářové dává zapravdu i paní Majerová.
Marine Le Pen byla právě odsouzena na 4 roky odnětí svobody, z toho 2 roky podmíněně.
Citadel stands strong. A recurring dream. Follow the flutterwing.
with you.
Our betrayers will suffer endless torment.
Peace be with you.
Nesmí kandidovat na příští prezidentku Francie. Toto jsou přesně metody, které používají ti, kteří vás nemohou porazit férovým způsobem. Toto jsou přesně metody, které se používají v totalitě, nikoli v demokracii.
Skutečná solidarita je, když ženskou, která už možná neudělá kariéru v politice, protože ji zakážou kandidovat, podpoří ženská, která už neudělá politickou kariéru, protože ji nikdo nechce volit. A teď pozor, nelekněte se. Přijde Fiala.
Toto jsou přesně metody, které používá Fialova vláda, která se neštítí ničeho, protože ví, že nemůže již vyhrát. A tak mám pro vás jediný jasný vzkaz. Mějte pěkný den a s Fialovou vládou ze Strakovky ven.
Tak a je to venku šachmat. Logická reakce na zprávu, že Marine Le Penovou odsoudil francouzský soud je Fialo odstup. Protože Fiala se neštítí ničeho. Varovné hlasy, že v EU končí veškerá demokracie, přicházejí i z Kremlu. Stále více evropských metropolí se vydává cestou porušování demokratických norem, řekl mluvčí Kremlu Dmitrij Peskov. A v Kremlu sedí skuteční znalci demokratických norem. Sám Vladimír Putin to celé odsoudil jako porušení demokracie ještě předtím, než soud vynesl verdikt. Ten chlap je citlivý na lidský práva. Že je vidí i v budoucnosti. Jo. A pláče, když těm lidským právům někdo ubližuje. Stejného názoru jako Kreml je i pan Macinka z Motoristů sobě. Ten tvrdí, že francouzská nomenklatura zneužívá prokurátory a soudy k umlčení svých odpůrců. Marine Le Penové se pochopitelně zastal i Andrej Babiš, který prohlásil, že o úspěchu či neúspěchu jakéhokoliv politika by měli rozhodovat lidé ve volbách. Jasný, čemu soudy? Když je člověk jednou v politice, tak by mu mělo projít i to, že občas trochu krade. Soudí Andrej Babiš. Pokud dostane do hlasu. Marine Le Penová mezi tím pořád opakuje, že je nevinná, což člověku připomene i to, co říkal Josef Švejk. Já jsem nevinnej, opakoval zježený muž. Kristus pán byl taky nevinnej, řekl Švejk. A taky ho ukřižovali. Nikdy nikomu na nějakým nevinným člověku nezáleželo. Bodeď, moje řeč, kdyby Švejk viděl Le Penovou, ten by zaplakal. Ježíš Kristus byl taky odsouzený a přitom byl nevinný, prohlásil spoluobžalovaný Marine Le Penové. Je to tak, historie se pořád opakuje. Ježíš by mohl vyprávět. Nebo David Rád. Ježíš Kristus byl taky nevinný. A jak dopadl? Citoval rád Švejka. Ten Švejk. Fuck up číslo 2. Donald Trump oslavil Mezinárodní den porozumění autismu tabulkou se svými cly, které uvalil víceméně na celý svět, kromě Ruska samozřejmě. V té tabulce jsou názvy zemí a pak 2 sloupečky. V levém sloupečku jsou úplně náhodná ze stařecké Trumpovy prdele náhodně vycucená čísla, o kterých Trump tvrdí, že jsou to cla, která ta země účtuje USA. V pravém sloupečku jsou čísla z levého sloupečku akorát vydělená 2. S realitou to nemá nic společného. Nic, nothing, nada, hovno. Ale občas se to tou realitou nechá vzdáleně inspirovat. Například ekonom Petr Bartoň si všiml zajímavé věci. Ale pozor, mé velké odhalení. Někdo v té tabulce jenom posunul desetinou čárku. Skutečná EU cla na USA jsou nyní 3,9%. Trump má v tabulce u EU 39%. Jenom posunuli desetinou čárku. Vydělil 2, zaokrouhlil nahoru a tak vzniklo 20% clo na EU. Trumpova obchodní politika je prostě alchymie. je stejně tak středověká a nevědecká a přinese Americe i celému světu úplně stejné množství zlata jako staří alchymisté.
Tak je výroba zlata. Ovšem mechanickou cestou. Řekni, jak to děláš.
Rozbím atom olova.
A daří se vám to?
Nedaří.
V tabulce samozřejmě chybí Rusko, jak jsme tu už zmínili, ale za to napařil 10% cla Herdovu ostrovu a McDonaldovým ostrovům, jak už jsme o tom včera mluvili. A jestli jste o nich nikdy neslyšeli, tak tady je možné vysvětlení. Jsou to odlehlé neobydlené vulkanické ostrovy nacházející se v Jižním Indickém oceánu, asi na půli cesty mezi Austrálií a Jižní Afrikou a něco přes 1600 km od Antarktidy. Ale je možné, že když Donald slyšel název McDonald, tak si představil něco jiného. Tamním tuleňům a mrožům každopádně končí éra bezstarostného exportu do Ameriky. Trump tím otevřel zlatou éru amerického hospodářství, na což nadšeně zareagovaly světové trhy. Je to katastrofa. Trump představil cla a globální trhy se propadají. Hehe, řada komentátorů nás ale utěšuje, že se díky Trumpovým clům už nemusíme bát toho, že by v Americe nastala takzvaná stagflace. Místo toho se máme bát důkladné globální recese. Jak? Že to řekl fejkovej Jarda Faltýnek? Už skoro ne, Jardo. Už skoro ne. Fuck up číslo 3. A dámy a pánové, fuck up číslo 3 a další fuck upy jsou jenom pro naše předplatné.
Oh my god, okay, I'll watch Z-Ox 35 minutes cinema. Okay, who the hell is this guy?
Detailed Veressa guide. In today's video, we're going to talk about the newest 5-star character Veressa, who's an electro-catalyst hunter with a very unique hit and playstyle.
Okay, I know you can skip chapters, but the thing is, I know nothing. I literally know nothing about. I don't even know much about like anything at all. So like, I'm completely clueless.
Firstly, what you need to know is that Veressa is a character who revolves around her punch attacks and also filling up her Nightsoul bar to enter
Her
a special
ass
state,
cheeks,
enabling her
her
attacks to do more
face sitting
damage.
on.
This special burst won't have a long animation, and it's effectively just a second plunge that you can do after your enhanced plunge attack that will honestly have a really good scaling and will only cost 30 energy. Now, as you can see by just the talent page here, the scaling is honestly surprisingly high for an ability that doesn't have a big cutscene animation.
Oh my god, 920% multiplier?
Next up, let's talk about some more advanced information, tips surrounding her combos, rotations, and general playstyle advice. So firstly, Veressa's go-to combo is very straightforward. You want to first start by using all of your support characters' abilities, using all of your buffs, so that when you swap into Veressa, she does
she's a hyper carry DPS.
For effectively her entire field time. Afterwards, once you swap to Veressa, what you will be doing is her standard combo of skill, charge attack, plunge, and using your burst whenever it's available, which will be spamming skill, charge attack, plunge, and using your special burst whenever you can, namely after every second plunge.
Oh, that's the overload team
that shouldn't take
fire and
you can use
electric.
both charge that you can swap between your other characters.
She feels a rock, yeah. That's the Mamma Mia, and that's how she does damage, right? She just jumps up 3 times. Yeah, she's giving mad Rocky vibes.
Skill. What this will look like in practice is the following. So here you can see that I only have 58.8 crit rate, and if I do a normal skill and plunge, right, nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna gain crit rate until I enter Night Soul and consume a Night Soul point, right? That's what you need to do. But if I were to do a short hold for my first skill,
This is where the fun begins. On my right. On my right. On my right. On my right. Time runs out on me. On my right. Peace be with you.
and I mean a really short hold, just like that, boom, then immediately I'm at 90 crit rate without having to do much else. You really just need to consume one Night Soul point.
Wow, you have 40% crit rate, 45%. Oh my lord, that's crazy, chat. That's a 4-piece poet value.
DPS ceiling seems to be a bit higher than Chlorine's, but they do have different playstyles, and Chlorine has more flexible support and team options in my opinion. Although Varessa still does have some.
Wait, is this power creep? Wait, I do have Chlorine. Wait, I already have Chlorine. Now what do I do with this?
I will say that I'm pleasantly surprised. I think she's a strong character, a very strong DPS, honestly. Her team DPS ceiling seems to be a bit higher than Chlorine's, but they do have different.
Oh no, she power grab Korean? Bro, I played her like 2 times. Then she already got power grab. I don't even know. Why do we even pull for Korean, by the way? Yo, Genshin managers, why do we even pull Oh, because she has tits. Oh, okay.
Different playstyles, and Chlorine has more flexible. Thankfully, though, Varessa's banner does actually come with both Chevy and Beyonce.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
We're two amazing.
Damn. Is this good? So all the 4 stars are really, really good? Is that how it works? It's like Qing Yun, Pella, and Gallagher.
And as far as DPS go, but obviously she's not as game-breaking as someone like Mawika or Nevalette. So keep that in mind. As
oh, she's not like a... Oh god, I can't get rid of my HSR brain, bro. Bro, she's not like... Acheron, right? She's not like Acheron back in the days. She's not gonna be like Cassavis, right? She's not gonna have a global.
All right, now with all that out of the way, let's talk about how to actually build your Varessa. Firstly, for your artifact sets, it is pretty straightforward. There are two main options that we have to talk about, namely the Long Knight's Oath and the Obsidian Codex. Firstly, Long Knight's Oath is the newest set released in version 5.4 that is made for plunge attackers.
Do we farm this? Managers. Kono Long Setu. Farm Janai. Do we have this? That's Spirit Mallow. How do we sort of feel about this again? Artifact set. Long. Oh, we have a little bit. We have a little bit. Oh, it sucks. Oh, it's a first. Oh, is this 2-piece? Oh, okay. Is that good? How many rows is this? This was like a 3 row. Man, Genji doesn't have the how many rows you hit kind of thing. What is this? Is this good? Oh wait, it does. Wait, how do you see it? Just click enhance. But it's oh. Oh my god, Stario, you gotta keep up, man. I love Genshin Impact. Okay, what other piece do we go for? Obsidian Codex. Okay, I have quite a lot of Obsidian Codex. Oh, everyone and their moms are using Obsidian Codex. Wait, there's no double crit. Oh, is this good? HP double crit. Do we all in for Moalani? She wants Electro. No, as in like, yeah, for Moalani. It's like a sphere. It's bricked. I'm gonna cry.
On center for sure. All right, so Amphibian Spirit, 2 mana, give a minion +2/2 and Death Rattle. Give a friendly minion +2/2 and this Death Rattle. This is a nature spell. Hunter spell.
This is Hunter, yep.
So man, you know, I never thought I'd see the day where BGs were coming to Hearthstone. Like,
yeah, it's shocking, right?
This is literally the leapfrog thing, right, from BGs.
Yeah.
Okay, how good is this? Okay, so in Arena, I almost never see this card. We'll keep with that cadence. Hunter is just really bad in Arena. The Imbue Hunter archetype does not translate to Arena. So some Imbue archetypes do, like Mage is broken in Arena right now. I'd say Priest is like okay, right? You can just get a bunch of value. The Hunter one, it's like you need specific cards to make it work. So you know, if you don't get King Plush or whatever, you're kind of out of luck. So I don't see this card much in Arena. It's okay probably in Arena. I wouldn't say anyone's like complaining about it. In Standard, I feel like this card isn't Imbue Hunter the only thing that's good right now? And why would you run this in Imbue Hunter? So I'm gonna say it's dog shit.
Okay, final answer.
Yes, final answer. Amphibian Spirit is dog shit.
This card is also very good at Standard.
What? What? Why? Okay, why? Is it because is it from another class? Is this like a tourist thing or what?
No. Okay, so couple things here. Yeah. First and foremost, a lot of people assume the exact same thing you said, right? When people see Amphibian Spirit, I think a lot of people's like idea.
I need a vacation from my vacation.
Was like, oh, it's not going to be that good because like, why would you ever want this in Hunter? There's just better stuff you could be doing. Hunter got, let me get this card for you just so you can see, because I'm sure you're aware of it. I just need it for the actual video itself. Hold on. I can't believe you. Is this card like really bad in Arena? Like,
honestly, I think it's actually pretty decent in Arena, but it's an epic, and it's an epic, and Hunter's barely played because it's so bad. So like, like it's hard for me to know. I think it should be good because Hunter normally in Arena is like flood the board, right? Flood the board with a bunch of little shitters, and then, you know, you put this on something and it's gonna be really hard to go to. So I think it should be like good in Arena, but in my brain it's like if something's only good in Arena, then it's gonna be bad Standard. It's not always that way, but sometimes sometimes it works that way.
This is why this video worked out so well. So Terror Scale Stalker was added to the core set this year. And that's a 2-mana 2/3 battlecry trigger friendly minions death rattle, and the whole package for Hunter currently is the Zerg aggro with a bunch of eggs.
do? What to do?
So if you don't kill the eggs, the amphibian spirit has a great target, and then you can terror scale the stalker, and all of a sudden you have a huge problem.
Okay,
Because
I
then it
see.
starts scaling out
Yeah.
of control.
Yeah, no, it's literally like
Amphibian
BGs.
spirit.
It's like BGs, right?
Yeah,
it's like literally gets out of
exactly like
control.
BGs. This deck right now for Hunter is extremely good.
See,
very good.
So far, no clue. Perfect.
Well, I am okay. This is good. This is good. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Okay.
Okay, Defiled Spear. 4 mana, 2/3 weapon. After your hero attacks an enemy, deal your hero's attack damage to another random enemy. Okay, so in Arena, this card is like bonkers. Super bonkers. So just for perspective, are they called demon seeds? I always forget the name. The new like the
yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, the new hunter version, but now demon hunter version of the dormant cards are just absolutely bonkers. So Dreadsoul Corruptor is probably like the best demon hunter card, and so a lot of those, or not a lot of those, one of the 3 of them summons one that lets you get 3 attack at the start of your turn.
Right.
So that with this is just bonkers. So this card is.
You want to read a book? I want to read a book.
Radiant.
The roots lend their strength. Reality woven.
What to do? What to do? This is where the fun begins. On my right. On my right.
Twice as hot. You cook twice as fast.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Bonkers in arena.
Okay.
So the question is, does that translate to standard? When Rarin molds about Demon Hunter, is it because of Defiled Spear or is it because they have 50,000 armor? I think it's because they have 50,000 armor, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna okay now I'm in my own head because I'm like, okay, well, it's a good arena card, but like I thought those ones would be bad in standard, but is this actually good? I'm gonna go with Defiled Spear is good in standard. It just seems crazy.
Okay, so are you are you basing this answer off the previous two?
No,
you didn't get them
no,
right.
I'm just,
Or are you just
no. I mean, I will say from
I'm so glad I did this.
Because I mean, it's really good. So I will say for standard, it's like the board it doesn't necessarily matter as much. I did play a little bit of standard. I got hit for 44 in one turn by an Imbue Hunter, and maybe you never want to play the game again. Just as a side note. So that I literally had 44 health and I got hit for perfect lethal. Of course, I had a board full of taunts, but it doesn't matter because it's standard. So I'm gonna stick with saying this card is gonna be very good. But now I feel like it's bad because you're saying you know, are you based on other ones? But I'm gonna
It is currently unplayable.
Unplayable?
What
about you hit a taunt and then do a bunch of face damage? You don't care?
Literally. So this is maybe a symptom of like what is the best Demon Hunter deck right now, which you're right, it was the armor one.
Yeah.
In this current patch before the next patch comes out, this has the chance at some point to be very good. Obviously, it's a very good effect.
Yeah.
I actually specifically picked this card because I remember watching your stream and seeing how much work it was doing in arena.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could see the vision, and you're right with the Demon Seed that gives you +3 attack when it like goes on dormant or it comes. What do we call it? Wake, I guess. Very very powerful thing, but in standard it is not good enough yet.
Yeah, I should have figured it out honestly because I did follow a little bit of the Demon Hunter stuff, and I noticed that like the Demon Seeds weren't really a thing in standard, which is crazy because in arena they were just like really nuts. They dropped the offering rate of them a bit, so they aren't as common. But like I've had decks with 6 or 7 of these type of cards, and if you have you just have a couple of them, then this thing becomes really insane. And there's also
I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, there's also the I forget the name of it. It's a totem. The 2 mana 0/3.
Spirit of the I forget what it is. Yeah. When you get the free 2 attack name.
Yeah, so sometimes you just like stick that on 2 and then they can't kill it, and then you equip this on 4 and it's doing a ton of work. So this just shows you, Roran, how much the game has like changed. Because I remember like it's always been a little different, what's good in standard, what's good in arena, but now when I watch people play standard, the game just looks so foreign to me. Okay, Supernova, 8 mana fire spell. Fill your hand with random fire spells. They cost 1. So this card is quite good in arena. I will say it's much better if you get it off of Blastoid. So Blastoid is
like discounted by 2.
Yeah, 3 mana 3/4. It shovels. Is it 4 or 5 fire spells in your deck discounted by 2? So you play it for 6 mana, and all of a sudden, it's like really nuts because you can play more on the same turn. If this card is good in standard, I just can't imagine it. I've seen Ellie Mage, and then there's Imbue Mage. I can't imagine an 8 mana Supernova is doing work in standard.
Okay, final answer?
Yeah, that's my fun answer.
Okay, you actually got one right. Let's go.
What are we, 1 for 4?
Yeah, so
let's go.
This card is, I think maybe it's not even the mana cost. I think the variants of the spells you get in standard are just not worth it. If they were all really top notch, I think there's a huge reason why you would play this. Like if I only got fireballs, obviously this is like insane.
Yeah,
but it's too varied. There's too many bad fire spells in the game that Mage doesn't want this. And currently, I don't think I've ever maybe when the expansion first came out, but I was playing the Bazaar, so I have no fucking idea if it was played.
Yeah. Puzzle Master Khadgar, 6 mana, 5/5. Battlecry, equip a 0/6 Wisdom Ball that casts helpful mage spells. All right, so Arena, this card is... this can't be a surprise, but this card is pretty busted in Arena. Like, when it first came out, it was...
Really?
Yeah, it was by far the best card for Mage. Currently, I don't know if it's, like, still best, but it's still a very good card. Like, there's not many legendaries you would take over Khadgar in Arena. Also, it's just great for content, right? Like, Pyramids. Pyramids. Yeah, so the Magic Wisdom Ball is 3 mana, 0/6. At the end of your turn, cast a helpful mage spell, lose 1 durability. So yeah, great in Arena. I believe, so I would have some trouble figuring out whether this would be good or bad in Standard. I believe that it is good in Standard. I think I remember like kind of talking about or complaining. Sometimes I'll complain about cards occasionally. Once in a while. And I remember complaining about it and saying, you know, some rant about, oh, why do they print this? You know, it's not even good in Standard. I think my Twitch chat, Twitch had the shout out for this one, said that it's actually very good and it's run in most decks, at least at some period. So basically, if this is bad, we're blaming Twitch chat. If this is good in Standard, then we are giving Twitch chat a high five. Got it?
Okay. All right. Final answer. You think this is good?
Yeah.
All right. I guess Twitch chat didn't skew you wrong this time because it is a pretty playable card in Mage.
Okay.
On average, it just is a really good card in a vacuum. So same thing with Arena. Like, you don't have to build for it. You just play it on 6 and you're pretty happy. It gives you a ton of value, ton of pressure potentially. Sometimes it's the worst card ever, right? It really depends on the RNG that day.
Yeah.
Like, it is played even currently like in a variety of different decks. And looking at the actual played win rate, it looks like it's pretty good.
Yeah,
so overall,
it's just one of those cards where, like, you know, even when you're complaining about a few of the hits, you remember, like, it just flame struck their whole board or fireballed them and then frostballed them.
Yeah.
It's like all that for 6 mana, right? And a 5/5. It's just kind of crazy
good.
for what it does. Yeah. Dream Planner Zephyrus, 3 mana, 3/2 elemental. Battlecry, choose a travel tour to get 2 potentially perfect cards from it. Okay, so first off, for Arena, I would say this card is like good, but not insane. Like, my experience with it is if you're playing this card, you want to, if you're not taking the damage to the face, you're just like, you're going to be sad.
Okay.
Yeah, in Arena, it's like you're going to get, you know, removal from a decade ago and you're not going to be too happy about it. It is pretty good for going face, though, like for smorking, like, you know, it isn't bad for that. In Standard, I gotta believe there's better stuff to play than Dream Planner Zephyrus. Like, I remember the original Zephyrus was great in Standard. This one, I gotta believe it's just not quite good enough. That's my final answer.
Okay. So this one's a little bit more convoluted than just like, yes, it's bad. No, it's not. When this card first came out, people tried it out. Obviously, it's a really exciting card. Everyone loves Zephyrus. Shortly after, this card kind of fell out of favor. Currently, this card is not very played. And I think it's for the exact reason you said. Like, the cards you're getting aren't great. And the one that often what it comes down to is like, do you really need the extra burn? Because that's what you're probably picking him for. It's like 3 mana, 3/2, get 2 random burn spells and hopefully kill your opponent.
Yep.
Like, it's very rare you're picking the other ones.
And then sometimes
together in harmony.
A recurring dream. The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
The stars above shall light our way.
Woven.
The weave cannot change.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom? Then for which piece where now? This world shall not meet the fate of Argus.
JC Bluebedge. D. Day. Sauce das dastas. Das dasts. Sauce. Sauces. As dast sadist. As dast dad sadist. As dast sadist dast. As dast sadsid. Say a osdui abasfub psyf saraf basiub fuusp fiubs sob fusub setuf besweef zayub physub b plus a with acute plus a with acute plus a with acute plus a with acute a with acute plus I a with acute plus a with acute plus a with acute plus a with acute plus howistui ash das jl down lad not a hot ahda oda slash otis we hadoasht wahadashtk. Pawnee? Ni gr.
Times run, you hit like you know, bloodlust or something, and you don't have the board, and or what's the druid one? It does two damage for all your.
Savage Drawer.
Savage Drawer. Yeah, you get that, and you don't have the board, and you're like, well, that doesn't help me. As an aside, I really like this type of design of like, okay, random from a specific pool. Like, I think that's a good thing to have in the game.
I actually 100% agree with you. I really I like when there's variance, but not so much variance that if you get like giga high rolled, like you're upset.
Yeah, I mean that's what for me. I've always loved the excavate mechanic. Like the excavate mechanic, I always liked that one. Although I will say like the balance between the different between classes for the legendary reward and also just within each tier was a little off. But I still like the idea of thinking like, okay,
which one do you think was the best one?
Huh? Which one?
What excavate did you think was the best one?
The best one. So I would say the one that really stands out as being like a an outlier is the epic discovered elemental, and add 2 copies of it to your hand.
Really in arena?
Yeah, because I mean
Wow.
you get like an 8-drop on the board for 3 mana, right? And then you probably get like a you get like a Zephrys or whatever in hand. So
See, you know what's so funny is I think a lot of people would disagree with you on that one. I think maybe the best one was probably the 3 damage to all. I was actually talking about like the class one. Which one did you think was the best one?
The class one, the best. It's probably the mage.
See, I think mage was no, I wouldn't call mage bad, but I think Death Knights was probably the best. Warlocks was so good they had to nerf it.
Yeah, Warlocks was never
people
that.
hated it.
Yeah, Warlocks was never that. I know it did get nerfed in standard, but it was never really that annoying. I'd say Death Knight's very good. Like Death Knight and Mage. Rogue is good too, but it's like oftentimes
Rogue's probably the best one.
You just have like a full hand, and it's like, how do I get?
Rogues is like the default, like if Rogue had no deck, that's what you're playing. Like because at least he could scam you a victory.
Yeah,
like go endless. But yeah. Okay, what about this card?
Oh god, Travel Security. 6 mana, 2/2 undead, taunt, death rattle, summon a random 8-cost minion. All right, so first off in arena, I absolutely hate this card. Like this is just, it's not just because it's perils. It's just like this card has been in the meta for so long in arena, and the pool of 8-drops has just been pretty good for most of the time. And then they've Death Knights have had synergy in arena, Death Growl or Yodeler to trigger it, and it's just been like it's just such a frustrating card to play against arena because it's like, okay, if you kill it, then you're probably not gonna be able to deal with what comes out. If you don't kill it, then they're probably gonna spread it, and then you definitely lose. So it's just a very frustrating card to play against arena. In standard, you know, I haven't heard anyone complain about Death Rattle Death Knight.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say it's not very good in standard.
I like how you're basing this off whether or not you've heard someone complain.
Who's complaining? I mean, isn't that what we do in Hearthstone? How many people have complained about a card? And yeah, I don't know. I think because I feel like right now, Death Knight's what? It's like the suck DK. I played like a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And this definitely isn't in that. It has like the version I was playing also had like Starship stuff in it. Yeah, I think generally Death Knight wants to use like the cheaper Death Rattles to combo with the 1/4 that gives Reborn. It's like a little bit easier like the Starship pieces. So I'm gonna guess like although it's really annoying and frustrating to play against arena, it's not that great in standard.
All right, you are correct. You are correct. It's not very good. I think that again the biggest problem here is like almost with Supernova, the pool of 8-drops you're getting is probably not worth it.
Yeah. Well, Grunty's in there now, right? Or
Grunty. I don't know why they made that card. Yeah. This card, I think I was trying to think of like what was the problem with it. I think you're right. Like I think most of the time Death Knight either wants to play different Death Rattles for the same mana cost or around the same, or they just want to use like cheaper ones. Yeah. So this card never really saw. I think I'm trying to really think if I ever saw it in standard again. I don't think so. I think for the most part it's like unplayable.
Okay, so next card we have Toreth the Unbreaking, 5 mana 3/4, Divine Shield taunt. Your Divine Shields take 3 hits to break. So this card and Paladin's not great in arena, so I don't see it a ton, but it's like good in arena. It's very annoying. Okay. I have had people pop off with the drink spell, right? Like the Paladin drink spell.
Yeah, God.
And then you're just like, oh man, and it, is this gonna be good in standard? Is there gonna be enough synergy for it to be good in standard? Man, this is a tough one because I feel like there's a decent amount of Divine Shields that people at least at some point did play, but do they currently play them? Like the Tigress plushie and all and stuff like that. And it's hard. It really is hard because this one I really don't know. Like this one I'm like it seems like it's not good enough for standard, but this is one where I could be wrong because I really don't know what Paladin does. So I'm gonna go with it's not good, but I'm really not sure. I just don't know what the good Paladin decks are, if there is a good Paladin deck.
Okay, let's just say without thinking about the deck itself in a vacuum, because I think what Toreth really, I'm not gonna say he doesn't have synergy with other Divine Shields, but I think the way you look at it is like does a 5 mana 3/4 that's really annoying to get through get played.
Yeah, and it doesn't to me it just doesn't seem good enough. It seems like it's annoying in arena, and I have lost to it with synergy, but in standard, it doesn't seem like it's good enough.
It's incredibly interesting you say that. Let me explain. When I saw this card for the first time, I said this card was pretty mid. I was like, people were like, oh my God, this is gonna be the most annoying thing in the world. Oh my God. So the Tavern Brawl comes out, and this card actually was pretty good in the Tavern Brawl because a lot of the cards were missing. So I was like, oh shit, like it might be really, really good. So when I did the tier list for this expansion, I bumped it up like an idiot because this card currently doesn't see a lot of play, and I was right. I should have gone with my intuition. But
no one's gonna care, Rar, and they're gonna just look at your tier list and be like, "Yep, look."
You know what's crazy, dude? Is I said to people in my chat, I was like, if this card ends up being bad, you're gonna come back and tell me that it's not played, right? And of course, no one comes back and says anything.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, this card unfortunately suffers from either probably two things. One, they nerfed the weapon that is the hand buff weapon, the Painter's Virtue.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have lifesteal anymore. So I think if you gave it more attack and health, obviously it becomes a lot better. The wall is just so annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
The other problem is I just don't think Paladin really needs this right now. I wouldn't call this a bad card, to be fair.
No, I wouldn't
I think
either.
it can be played. I think it can be played, right? It's just more like Paladin doesn't need this right now.
Bouldering Buddy. All right, 7 mana, 6/7 elemental. Rush Taunt costs 1 if you have at least 10 mana crystals. So this card's like, it's like okay in Arena. The problem we have with is Druid's not really a class in Arena currently. Like it's just absolutely dog shit. So
it sounds great. Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, so like you just don't really see the class. I think that's just kind of how the imbue thing works, right? Like imbue is going to be good for certain classes, and it's going to be very hard to work for other classes. But this card specifically, it's like okay in Arena. Obviously, if you play it for 1 mana at 10 mana crystals, it's great. But oftentimes you just have to play it to like survive. Between 7 and 9, and that's not so good. So Druid is all about that ramping. So I feel like this card would be pretty decent in keeping Druids alive because you get to, high mana quickly. I'm going to go with Bouldering Buddy has had a pretty good time in Standard, but I again, I could obviously be wrong.
So you're right about one thing. Druid really likes Story Amp. This card sucks ass.
It's a 1 mana 6/7 with Rush and Taunt.
Yeah,
not good enough.
I hoka edi I cookie cook I did date gwid quaid QDG87G1978223G9127 is good yish di hoko hgid giakik da and GA with a cute plus.
It's so funny because to say a 1 mana with Rush and Taunt doesn't do enough, but the reality is if I'm getting to that mana, I don't want to draw this card. I want to do better stuff.
You want to play one of your like actual bombs or something, right?
And Dungar, yeah, it's unfortunate because Dungar like takes up the slot for perils.
Right.
Or like, because like you have to play another minion. So yeah, it does not see play. I've never seen it get played.
Annoyo Troop. Is it Troop? Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Not Troop,
so, yeah.
like Toupee. Okay. 9 mana 3/6 mech. Taunt Divine Shield. Death Rattle summon 3 1/2 mechs with Taunt and Divine Shield. Okay, I gotta be careful with this one. In Arena, it's like a fine card. It's not like a premium card. 9 mana and it doesn't really like push much damage. It's annoying, but it's just like it's not great in Arena. So I'd have to think of it in Standard if there's like a way to cheat it out for less or whatever. And I can't imagine that people are like that this is a problem card. So I maybe there's a way to cheat it out. Like I don't know. I can't see it. I'm gonna go with this card is not good.
Okay, so with this card in particular, it's actually really interesting. I think if you're raw dogging this card, like you said, for 9 mana, unplayable. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's too bad. The thing is, there actually was a card that cheat this out.
The 4/2. I'm actually vaguely remembering now. Is there like a...
Not even the 4/2. This is good.
Oh, Pipsy.
So Pipsy was like the enabler for a card like this. Because if you needed a Divine Shield minion or you needed the Taunt minion, this is like a really good fit. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this card's broken. Like, don't get me wrong. I think even at some point, like people tried different stuff other than Annoying Troop. But that's the only way this card is playable.
Yeah. So Pipsy was good for a while, right? Pipsy Paladin was kind of a thing for a while.
Yes. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think for the most part, though, like maybe I forget what happened. Maybe it got nerfed or something. Something got nerfed about it.
I think Pipsy did get nerfed, I want to say.
I don't think she got nerfed. I think something else got nerfed from it. I honestly can't remember for the life of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this card was like played, but I wouldn't call it like good. I think your analysis is fine. I'm just gonna take
Backstage Bouncer. 4 mana 4/5 beast. Taunt Battlecry. Transform a friendly minion into a copy of this. So this card's great in Arena. It's better in Shaman than Warrior, just because you have an easy way to activate it with Totem. So in Standard, like I gotta believe it's not bad. Like the idea would be you have to buff it, right? And there's gotta be at some period in time there must have been enough hand buff to make Backstage Bouncer a good card. So I feel like
hand buff.
Hand buff
for what? Like Warrior?
But yeah, wasn't there like the 2/2 that buffs your hand and deck?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the Taunt package from okay, Sure,
This
from
might have
Showdown,
been from a while ago. I can't remember. But in Arena,
No,
sometimes
you're right.
it's
You're,
in, so.
you're right. You're right. That was the Tom package. Yeah.
I mean, can't be that bad, right? I mean, if you have to raw dog it as a Yeti in 2025, sure you're sad, but I gotta believe this card is like decent at least in standard. No, final answer is it's decent. It's playable.
Playable. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that this card was very good.
Okay.
The thing is Shaman had a lot of like this was. I think you're the same thing with Arena. Like this card is better in Shaman than it is in Warrior.
Yeah.
Not to say Warrior didn't play it, but it was very, very good in Shaman. And the main reason is for Shaman is that Shaman had a lot easier ways of like generating a token or something that you could transform.
Yep.
Where Warrior kind of struggled a little bit with that. You like the taunt package from Showdown in the Badlands. You could probably tell from my answer when you said it was like wasn't even played.
It's just terrible.
It was so bad. So this card was good just because if you got 2 Yetis for the price of 1, that was phenomenal. Like it was so good to get that. And then Shaman loved it too because Shaman got the card from was it Whizbang where it's like you summon the 2 frogs. Like people they love that. Like you just kill something and then you
the deal 2 summon.
And then you shuffle a frog. So like that was obviously like insane. This card was actually like really good. It was kind of like a staple, I want to say. Like very, very good card, very playable.
All right, Timber Tambourine, 4 mana.
This is where the fun begins.
A 2/3 weapon. Death Rattle summon 1/5/5 ancient. Play cards that cost 5 or more while equipped to improve. All right, so in Arena, this card is very, very good. If Druid, honestly, I would go as far as say is like when Druid is playable, this card is like is good because it's just you get a lot of stats. It combos very well with the plus what was it, the plus 2/4 buff drum circle.
Yeah.
You want to read a book? I want to read a book.
Ahaje Goldran Jack Jadu Aranki. Tati Dublin. Jack SCMA with a cute cluppy.
No, mám super, měl se nešel slyšet.
XDD10 AI Voy.
Mě to vytáčí, mě zase prostě vypl zvuk. Okay, no teďka, no počkej, já nevím, jestli mám... Teďka, ne počkat, to je o hlas. No, teďka by to mělo jít slyšet dobře. Mně se zase prostě vypl ten zvuk do sraček. No, tož dobré, že teďka jsem dal 12 vinů to, 12 vinů.
Yes to J.E. Dober.
Teďka jsem dal 12 vinů za maga, takže fajn. Kdo to je nějaký další to políček. To je co fajn. I think so by bylo. A to byl vulkán. Ej, ty já potřebuji...
J.A. Taki Deval L. Jason Warlock L. Dostal Jason Bidju.
No tak Warlocka, tyjo, toho jsem tu neviděl ani jednou v této nové, jako kdyby s tou novou expanzí jsem neviděl Warlocka fakt ani jednou, jsem to nepotkal.
CO to JEZAAI Voy. XDDD.
Tož to je to, co píšeš. Tyjo, to je nahoru, co tady vezmu, to tam asi. No, spíš na to tam. Já potřebuji imbuovat do řitě, mám jenom jednu imbuovací kartu a to jsem vzal.
Totem DMG yes.
To vezmu. Tady, aspoň po druhé imbu. Takže bych vzal po třetí vulkán, vlastně nevím. A floppy hydro?
Floppy ho.
Asi floppy, no. Takže mám dvakrát vulkana, to je fakt dobrá karta. To je to mět, jo. To jsou taky fajn kartičky. Já chci Discover asi, no, Discover. Ne, to je dobrá karta. Vyposlouchal toto premium, co to je podle mě Inside do arény, jakože jsem to neviděl, ale to je hrozně dobrá value, ospa. Tak to ne, to určitě. Imbio, nice. Tak jsem Friendly Dragon, kolik mám draku. Aha, 0, mama. Mně se nechce overloadit za 4, s tím, že mě to potom může smazat. Prostě to je.
JAMAM V Aaron Catch Team Attack 20 win rate XD.
Jak to? 20 win rate, člověče. Jak je to možné? Jako? Vzal to. Jako toto je... Jako minimálně to je jedna trojka za jednu manu. Spíš toto. Jako to je dobré, to by se mě docela hodilo, jak s tímto, ale já chci co nejvíc imbiu. To imbiování mega zabavné to v aréně. Ale nejsem moc spokojený s tím balíčkem, chtěl bych tam mít víc těch imbiovacích karet.
To Vipeda Selcom good.
Nevím, to je jako... Je tu málo těch imbiů. Jo, protože nemám tu žádnou extra vinkandiaci. Až na tady to imbiu, to mám teďka v ruce. Docela v pohodě, to se nechám. Takže tak na zpomalení toho oponenta.
Bro, I will write in English, fuck this. XD.
Proč? Je to otravné, mám to vypnout, aby to jako nešlo slyšet pro to na streamu. No, je zahrají.
Yes.
Dobře. Tak ukáž. No počkej, já tu něco napíšu, abych viděl, co to znamenává. To já si tady tento zvuk dole. Já i to, když píšu na Restream, tak mě to nic to. To budu předpokládat, že to bude.
Oh hell no, Capic Raj DRA with a cute KY.
Co kdybych to stišil? Nebo ne, já to zkusím tam oddělat. Jenom...
Okay.
No, ne, já to prostě oddělám, protože ono to... Tak. Ještě tak můžeš teďka zkusit něco napsat, už by to nemělo dělat. Tady co to karta, tu jsem chtěl, aby mě došla, to je podle mě nejlepší imbiu karta. To je tak hrozně dobré, prostě že za to, že za 2 many si dáš 2 dvojku a teďka imbiuneš a zároveň to bude zdarma, ten imbiu. To je podle mě hrozně insane.
SPRA with a cute VN love.
To je další to. Já co byl krajem 1. No, to je dost velká pravděpodobnost, že dostaneme to imbiu. Svině.
CO dla Shamanova Imbo Spiel?
Evolvne miniona. Jako já bych řekl, že šaman a mák jsou tu nejlepší právě na to. Možná šaman, no to jsem aj vidoval nejčastěji.
Pog.
Šamanu se mi taky předtím dařil pěkně. A tak to dám, kdyby měl nějaký ten, jak se řekne. Nějaký ping. Počkej, teď můžu vypnout tady Discordovok. Ty mi to ještě, jak jsi mi furt prostě vypíná ten mikrofon, že prostě mě pak, mě jsem dal, že východ, co do řitě, vážně líznul, co to je za lakera extrémního, on to 2krát líznul a 2krát mu pal tady tento? Hej to, tak to je extrém. Však on měl kolik ve svém balíčku? On měl 2 ve svém balíčku a oba líznul. Nebo nezahrál nějakou kartu to líznutí? Nezahrál, on to tady jednou. OK, no. Tak to je bomba, no. Proč tady netradil? To je degaš? What? What the fuck? Tak, dá to takto. Tak. Rovnému. Úžasná karta. Asi takto. No to je potom insane, jako jsou to hodně dobré desetikosty. Když mi se často podaří hitnout prostě ten nejvíc nahoru desetikost, což je prostě jenom 5/8. Já jsem měl proti takému šamanovi, který měl fakt šanci, kolik to bylo, já jsem to potom počítal a to bylo něco jako 1:85, že mu tam dvakrát vyšlo, že mu to evolno přesně to, co potřeboval. No to mě vůbec nevadí. To je tak stupidní klása. To budou pěkné trady. Ne, no, ok, tak zatím, ale dívejte, to budou fakt pěkné trady tady toto kolo. Koukej na to. No to tady z toho hovno. To je slušné. To mě nemusel chcípnout na trošku, bych už měl 10 kost. Já se pustím to do videa. Jako určitě tady hituju. A pak to evoluju. Oh my god, to je na hovno. Tak asi tak, ne. Já. Nebo to chtěl ještě o jeden imbue navíc, abych teda to zahrál tomu impunout. Na 10 kost. To snad ne, to z čeho získat jaký bronze explorer, co to je za kartu? Ještě taký odpad. Jako můžu to ničit tímto, ale asi jo. No. No, určitě tady to... To je v pohodě. zkoušet, on vážně jenom tak to buffnul, jo. Ani dalšího s tím nedělá. What the fuck, co to bylo play? Slušné. A co jsem úplně zapomněl? Okay. Hey, jako, what the fuck is this? Co jsem za ten dropy? Mi to jak insane ten dropl. Okay. Ježíš. Prostě furt jenom kolem na základ. Říkaj, ale kde mám to? Kde mám nabíječku?
삶의 피로를 덜어줄 틴맨 스페셜 한 잔 어때? 스마트 구조체가 내린 드립 커피도 물론 수제지. 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 커피는 필수가 아니지만 차분하고 상쾌한 마음은 필수란다.
What the fuck? Jo. No už to vypadá.